Previously on Explore.
The future. Well, this is the story of how Nara Dreamland began and how it tried to rival Disney itself, how it fell into silence, and how an abandoned amusement park became one of Japan's most haunting symbols of lost dreams.
And coming up in today's video.
And Spreepark was no exception. In 1991, with the dissolution of the old East German state structures, the park was revitalized. It was taken over by Spreepark GmbH. Spreepark lies deep within Berlin's Plenterwald, where the dense forest presses in on rusting steel and faded colour. Once alive with music, laughter and the mechanical rhythm of carnival rides, the park now rests in an uneasy silence, its decay telling a story as vivid as its former brilliance. This is the story of Spreepark, a park once located in the German capital city of Berlin, which has a bright future, and we will see why in this video. This is, I think, the third video of our abandoned theme park series, so welcome back if you've been here before. And as always, sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. In the late 1960s, amid the dense woodland of Plenterwald, on the banks of the Spree River, a park was born. It was 1969, the German Democratic Republic 20th anniversary, and the government sought to create a place of wonder and community for its citizens. That year, the VEB Kulturpark Plenterwald opened its gates. It was not merely an amusement park in the Western sense, but something uniquely East German. A culture park where families could gather, children could laugh, and simple rides provided ordinary delights in an era otherwise defined by political rigidity and economic scarcity. This wasn't any entertainment site. For decades, it stood as the only permanent amusement park in either East or West Berlin, a rare constant in a divided city. Through the 1970s and 1980s, on summer days, its past would fill with people in crisp cotton shirts and floral dresses. The sweet smell of cotton candy mixed with the scent of resin from the towering trees, children's eyes reflected the colourful lights of the carousel, and the laughter of teenagers echoed through the park. At its peak, the park drew up to 1.7 million visitors annually, a remarkable number for a socialist amusement venue. Dominating this landscape was the Ferris wheel, a landmark visible high above the forest canopy, offering panoramic views of eastern Berlin. In 1989, to celebrate the GDR's 40th anniversary, the original wheel was replaced with a newer and larger one. Then touted as the largest Ferris wheel in the whole of Europe. With 40 gondolas soaring towards the sky, it became a symbol of the park's pride. The fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 brought seismic change to every aspect of life in Germany, and Spreepark was no exception. In 1991, with the dissolution of the old East German state structures, the park was revitalized. It was taken over by Spreepark GmbH, led by West German showman Norbert Witte, and renamed simply Spreepark. Witte set about transforming the park, and asphalt gave way to grassy lawns and water features. Imported rides, including attractions bought from the insolvent Mirapolis Park near Paris. It brought a taste of Western amusement style to Berlin's green forest clearing. A quaint English village was created as a themed area, roller coasters, flumes, and exotic creatures dotted the landscape. For a short while, it worked. Visitor numbers soared to around 1.5 million in the early 1990s, and Spreepark became a beloved destination for local residents and tourists alike. But unfortunately, beneath those carnival lights, trouble simmered. In a park already loaded with high operating costs, problems began to mount. Visitor numbers began to decline in the late 1990s, dropping from millions to barely 500,000 by the year 2001. Contributing factors included high admission prices, a lack of parking spaces in the surrounding Plenterwald, and stiff competition from larger corporate theme parks elsewhere in Germany. Behind the scenes, financial strain exacerbated tensions. Spreepark GmbH was accumulating debt, reportedly around 11 million, and was unable to find sustainable revenue streams to keep all of its attractions running. In late 2001, the company filed for bankruptcy, and on November 4th, 2001, the vibrant, bustling playground fell completely silent. The doors closed and the lights stopped spinning. Spreepark's fall was as strange as its life had been wondrous. After the closure, Norbert Witter fled with his family to Lima, Peru, a move that would ultimately add a bizarre chapter to the park's legacy. He attempted to open a new Luna Park there, but disaster followed. In 2003, he was arrested and later imprisoned for attempting to smuggle large quantities of cocaine back to Germany, hidden inside parts from a ride called the Flying Carpet. His son was also jailed abroad. Back in Berlin, the deserted park became a magnet for explorers, photographers, graffiti artists, and vandals.
Terrifying. Oh, here's the top. Oh, and there's Berlin. Off in the distance. Oh, and we're headed back around.
The asphalted walkways cracked under weeds, the dinosaurs that once delighted children stood headless and weather-beaten.
Like I'm the last person left in the nuclear wasteland. Everything is falling apart in this place. And every now and again, you just get these mad sounds in the distance. So spooky.
A fire in the year 2014, now believed to have been arson, destroyed several structures, and metal theft and vandalism accelerated the decay even further. For nearly 2 decades, Spreepark became one of Berlin's most iconic lost places, abandoned spaces where nature and time erode what used to be. Rusting rides and broken animatronics stood like ghosts of joy, and the Ferris wheel, once the heart of the park, creaked in strong winds, and its gondolas hung like silent lanterns in the dusk. Urban explorers shared photos of moss-covered carousels and overgrown roller coaster tracks. Film crews shot scenes here, and the eerie, melancholic landscape of the park was used in movies and documentaries. Although the site was technically off-limits, clandestine guided tours and photography walks allowed visitors to experience the haunting beauty of the Forgotten Kingdom. By the mid-2010s, sentiment began to shift from nostalgia to renewal. In 2016, the state-owned Grün Berlin GmbH took over the 23-hectare site with a vision far removed from the old amusement park model. Instead of a thrilling theme park of high-speed rides and ticket booths, planners proposed a new, more cultural, leisure and natural space, a place that blends art, history, greenery and quiet public enjoyment. Work has been ongoing, and the historic Eierhäuschen restaurant, dating back over a century, was restored and reopened in 2024 as a social and artistic meeting place with a beer garden and exhibition space. Central to the rebirth is the Ferris wheel. Dismantled in 2021 and taken apart for extensive renovation, including refurbishment of original steel components and fabrication of new parts, the wheel has been gradually reassembled on site as of late 2025, with plans for it to return once again when Spreepark reopens in spring 2027. Even as much was removed or deteriorated over time, artifacts of Spreepark's storied past still captivate. The Ferris wheel, now fully refurbished, stands as a testament to both its original role and future life. Remnants of the Spreeblitz roller coaster, old cinema facades, and cup carousels still exist, and some are awaiting restoration or reinterpretation. The English village remains a ghostly backdrop. Facades that once created fantasy now stand silent among vines, and the Eierhäuschen revived as a communal hub which bridges the past with the present. Together, these fragments narrate a layered story, one of childhood joy, political transformation, entrepreneurial ambition, failure itself, myth-making, and eventual rebirth. Spreepark's story is not merely about rides and rust. It is a chronicle of Germany's history, of division and unity, of idealism and capitalism, of dreams and disillusionment, of decay and regeneration. At its height, it was a place where families gathered and communities thrived. It became a haunting emblem, though, of abandonment and loss. And today, it serves as a bridge where history meets creativity, where nature reclaims what once was engineered, and where memory finds new meaning in transformation. When the Ferris wheel turns again in the year 2027, next year, it will not simply be a ride restored, it will be a symbol, the enduring cycle of change itself. While it will stand as a symbol of Eastern Germany's sorrow past, it will also stand as a symbol of hope for a better future. As always, we thank you dearly for watching this video, and we hope you did enjoy it. Look out for more abandoned content coming up on the channel, and go and check out the other videos of abandoned theme parks that we have already covered. If you did enjoy this video, then please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We really would appreciate it, and we will see you next time. Thank you once again, take care, and goodbye for now.
Sounds fun on the bottom and is totally awesome but terrifying. Here's the top. Oh, and there's Berlin. Off in the distance. Oh, and we're headed back around.